There are some hidden charges developers will never tell you about. Now watch this video before you buy any property here in Nigeria. You finally save up, pay for that dream property, and think you're done. Then suddenly, the developer says you need to pay for development fee, infrastructure fee, legal charges, survey fees, deed of assignment fees, and so on and so forth. And before you know it, you have spent millions more than you budgeted for. Now, if you're buying property in Nigeria, this video could save you from a very expensive mistake. My name is Juliet Akuchi, your trusted real estate consultant, and I bring you valuable insights as regards real estate transactions here in Lagos, Nigeria. One of the biggest mistakes property buyers make is believing that the advertised price is the final price they're going to pay for that property. Most of the time, you come across a property advertised for 20 million and you go ahead to pay 20 million, and then you're faced with a list of other charges that you need to pay for. And that is when disappointment sets in. Now, let me be clear. Not every additional charge is a scam. Some fees are legitimate and necessary for processing your documents and providing infrastructure on the property that you have bought. The problem, however, is when buyers are not informed upfront. So before you buy any property, ask this simple question. Aside from this payment, are there other charges that I'll be required to pay? Now, here are the most common extra charges you're likely to come across. Infrastructure fee, development levy, deed of assignment, legal fees, allocation fees, administrative charges, and so on and so forth. These charges can add up to hundreds of thousands or even millions, as the case may be. Another mistake that buyers make is comparing two properties based on the selling price. Developer A may advertise a very cheap price for his property, whereas developer B may advertise a seemingly higher price for his property. However, developer A may not have included the additional costs to the pricing, while developer B has added in all the costs to arrive at the cost of the property. That's why smart investors do not ask how much is the property. They ask, what is the total cost of ownership? Transparency is everything. Therefore, a trusted real estate consultant will let you know the total cost of the property before you make payment to allow you budget effectively. Buying property should be exciting and not full of unpleasant financial surprises. Now, the more questions you ask before buying, the more stress and money you save yourself later. Now, if this video saved you from making an expensive mistake, like this video and share it with someone who is planning to buy property in Lagos, Nigeria. Subscribe to Jules Court Properties for expert real estate advice, investment opportunities, and tips that help you to avoid costly mistakes. And before you pay for any property, make sure to send me a message. I'll help you to understand the total cost and make sure there are no unpleasant surprises. Now, remember, buying property is not just about finding a good price. It's about finding a smart investment decision. I'll see you in my next video.